Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Srish and today I'm sharing with you a planning based video. Well, my friend, let me tell you a story about how I rushed to put together this video after last week's request asking me to explain block planning to you. And I filmed the whole thing, including a wonderful intro and an outro. Realized during editing that half my files were corrupt, so refilmed the first half of this video, and then realized that the second half was corrupt. So refilmed the second half of the video, and then realized the intro was corrupt as well. As it turns out, Android doesn't like third-party camera apps on your phone, even though they significantly improve the quality of the video. So yeah, we're gonna have this intro like this because Android made me do it. So anyway, welcome back to my channel, guys. Sorry about all of this mess. I have a broken nail and my nail literally ripped my skin off, and that's why you see me wearing a makeshift MacGyver band-aid, which was made of like cotton and masking tape because that's the kind of person I am today. I asked in the last video if you guys would like to see something like this, and a lot of you on my Instagram said yes, we would. So this is how I lay my weeks out and function as a grown adult. So first let's just pretend we have a simple list of things to do in a week. So for me, that is a 4,500 word podcast script, plus recording it, editing it, and uploading it. A YouTube video where I usually have an overhead and an intro and outro. I have to edit that, upload it, and make a thumbnail for it. And then there's flat lays for my Instagram. There's 2 newsletters, one for Launchpad and one for Bulleting Bird. And I usually kind of assume I'm gonna make like a few client calls, a few meetings a week, and send out a whole bunch of emails. Plus, I like to work out at least 6 days a week. With that list out of the way, let's go into week 1. Okay, so I've just created a very basic weekly layout just for the purpose of this video. And I'm starting by showing you how I used to plan my weeks out, which is just basically take all of the tasks that I have to do for the week and just put them in order, like as you go through the day. Basically, just making the days up as I go along. So yes, it was still planning the whole week in advance, but also it wasn't very intelligent planning. And that has caused so much creative strain, so much emotional strain and physical strain and all of that stuff, because I did not think my week through. I just kind of put each task in as it came and just hope to God that I would be able to survive this. So yeah, right now you can just see me write all of this down. While we wait for me to finish writing, let me just tell you, if you have an Android, do not, if you have the Android Oreo update or later, try not to use third-party photo apps or like camera apps of any kind, because there is an issue with the encoding and it basically broke my heart at least 6 times today. So anyway, in my personal section, I also like to have some amount of personal art done at least once a week, if not every day. So I used to set aside like half an hour every single day for some personal art, and I would like to take a Netflix day as well, just to kind of bring back some inspiration. Like I know it sounds like an excuse to just watch Netflix all day, but I usually do it when I'm working. So it's just to have some creative information going into my brain as it is also going out. Seems perfect, right? But here's the issue. One, I would not spread out all of my big tasks well enough or wide enough. Two, there would be no time for my creativity to recover. There was no creative break because I would just plan things back to back to back to back. It was just way too much. Three, I needed a certain amount of flow and preparation for phone calls and meetings, and having them spread out over 2 days was just, it was too much of a break between client calls. Like, I would lose the flow. It was very time consuming, and having a Saturday as Netflix day was just not good enough for me. And half an hour every day for personal art, just not enough time for real artistic growth. And there was no flow, no logical flow to my workout routines. So instead, I like to start by creating a workflow. Now, I do apologize for the lighting in this bit of the video. It was, technology has not been on my side. So anyway, I start by noting how my energy patterns change throughout the week. I find that I have very high energy on Mondays and Tuesdays, which is weird, I know. People don't like Mondays, but I do apparently. Wednesdays are neutral, Thursdays and Fridays are a big dip in energy, and Saturday, again, is neutral for me, and this is going to be different for everyone. But I find that I am most creative on Mondays. On Tuesdays, I have the energy to deal with all the tedious tasks that need to be done. Wednesdays are meh. Thursdays, I like to have an easy transition into the weekend, and Fridays, I like to have them as relaxed as possible. I don't know why my brain works like this, but they do. And Saturdays, I can devote to time-consuming tasks like video rendering, uploading, all of that stuff. So I'm just going back to the original task list and now arranging the tasks based on what kind of energy I have each day. And I find that this is so personalized and so efficient that it allows me to produce the best content, to produce the highest quality of work, while also making sure that I'm not compromising on my own health, on my own creativity, and all of that stuff. So as you can see, I spread the podcast out over 3 days, so I have enough recuperation time between each session of writing the script. And I make sure that all my flat lays are done on Monday because I need them for the rest of the week, obviously. And the Launchpad newsletter goes out on Tuesday, so I need that done on Monday. Tuesdays, I can handle client calls because I still have that high energy. Since Wednesdays are neutrals and meetings can be they don't really need that much creative energy from my end, I keep those for Wednesdays. Thursdays, I let myself have that Netflix day because all I'm doing is recording the podcast and sending out some emails. And finally, Friday, I relax with some personal art. And similarly, so for me, in terms of workout, cardio and legs are the hardest ones for me. And the easiest ones have to be abs and chest and back. And I find that strength training and arm workouts are kind of neutral for me. So I also arrange my workouts based on how much energy I have. And I find that this actually helps me push myself more and just get through a lot more work in the same exact week as I used to before. So now basically what I do is just transfer all of these tasks onto a week. And the great thing is, now that we have the workflow in place, planning each and every week becomes just that much quicker and just that much easier because you already know kind of what you're going to do every single day, and all you have to do is customize it to all the things you have coming up in the next week. And I like to add little little exclamation points to the tasks that need to be done on a certain day that cannot be pushed in case something else comes up because they have to go out by a certain time. Same thing with client calls and meetings, which cannot be rescheduled like at the drop of a hat. So those are some things that can't be moved, but obviously, this is not a one-size-fits-all. You will have weeks that are easier, you will have weeks that are harder, so you can adapt it. But having a workflow in place helps immensely. And the block part comes in when we look at how we have scheduled, how I schedule my week. And obviously it will be different for you because you probably have a different kind of work than I do. But the way I like to block out each week is by having all the content created and ready to edit at the start of the week. And this will make more sense when we look at the color coordination actually. So green is content, pink is personal, and blue is like client interactions. And you'll see a lot of the green is right at the start, the blues are in the middle, and the pinks are towards the end of the week. And this helps me, as opposed to earlier when we just had no logical flow and there was too much on some days and too little on other days. Here, it's much better planned based on how my energy patterns change through the week, and it is much more productive. And because I can be pretty sure that I can do this every week, it also helps save me a lot of time and a lot of effort into planning my week out. I feel like I've said that so many times, but yeah, that is basically it. You just block out pieces of each day or block out entire days based on how you intend to go through your task list. Another way to use this technique would be to block out certain days for certain types of tasks and repeat that every single week. And that's pretty much it, you guys. A very short video. Again, I apologize for the lack of humanness here, although my hands count, right? Yeah. I promise you I will do better next week because I already have that footage, and thankfully none of that has been affected by this stupid technological difficulty. So I do apologize. Please know that I tried my best. I tried like 3 different tools to help repair this, but it didn't work. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this video helps, and if it does, then please remember to leave me a big thumbs up so I know you liked this and you'd like to see more efficiency tutorials and more planner-based tutorials. Leave me a comment below telling me what you think of it, if there's any other techniques you'd like me to play with and make a video on. Yeah, I'm gonna go now, guys. I've had a day. So thank you for spending time with me today. You know I love spending time with you, and I will see you, and this time you will see me next week. Bye.